4 reasons Elon's competitors are rightly frightened. I'm Brian. Welcome to My Tesla Weekend. There will be a live stream immediately following this video, so stay tuned for that. But let's just get right into it with the stock performance. One day, I don't know, not great. But the 5-day, that's looking better. For the week, we're up, 1%? That's not super exciting. The month, that's more exciting. You can see where the earnings came out, and boom, up 10%. Year to date, it looks like a lot of red, but let's look at it for realsies, down less than 2%. That is not bad, my friend. That is not bad. And of course, if you go back something crazy like 5 years, you see the exciting chart, which is, exciting. So let's see how our friends are doing over at, Nikola. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Well, maybe the 5 days better. Oh, that's not good. The 1 month, the 6 month, the year to date, the year, 5 year. There we go. Now we can see that it's at 953 as of close, and it has kind of never been lower. Not even since they weren't, this is where they did the SPAC and went public. Or went public it was a SPAC, obviously, because they haven't been around this long. Yeah. If you've put money in Nikola, you have lost money. Yeah. The only people who've made money are people who got out when the getting was good, which appears to be in the past. So we can compare that to something like Triple Q, which is the index fund that tracks it. And we can see the 1 day, the 5 day, the 6 month, year to date, year, 5 year. Yeah, that's just tracking the stock market, man. That's just going okay. And for fun, here's ARK. Kathy is great. I love her. This is not investment advice. 5 day, 1 month, 6 month, year to date. 1 year, better. 5 year, fantastic. I don't know. She's a lot smarter than me. I like to trust her. We shall see. So that's something, kind of interesting. So here's another reason the competitors are worried. Check it out. This is the stamping press in Giga Texas, which we kind of knew was coming along nicely. And here's the body shop. You can see it is equipped and at least to some degree operational. This is a roof load of dudes. I don't know. That's not quite what I was getting at. But of course, this made everyone step up their game. Let's make this a little bigger here. And here's Joe Tetmeyer, awesome guy, with some leaked photos from inside Giga Texas. Yeah, she looking so good. There's some trial vehicles. There's, the paint shop. There's stuff in motion. It's all happening. And these are not to be, too surprising. So with that said, we've got some pictures up here from... This is the paint shop in Berlin. Oh, that's juicy. I like that. In the building, you can see, basically done. I ran a video quite a while back saying that they were 5 months from production, and that proved to be inaccurate, but apparently still pretty close. So, of course, Berlin has to step up their game. I'll put a link to this in the description, but this one has English subtitles. Yeah, finally one with English subtitles where we can see inside and see what's going on. This is from a German news crew who actually got to see inside the factory. Now, considering the production out of Fremont and the production out of Shanghai, having Berlin and Austin coming on like right away, like in the next month or couple, is going to be a real amazing thing. If you're one of the competitors and you're not worried, you should be replaced because you should be worried. They are first Tesla trainees will start in a few weeks. That's great. That's what we want to hear. Berlin is moving full steam ahead, and Elon tweeted, I forgot to put this up, there will be an open house on October 9th, which I'm kind of considering going to. Should I go to that? I mean, I'm kind of scared to fly right now, to travel in small tubes, but would that be a monster get to have a live streamer inside the building? Let me know your thoughts, because I'm considering it. I've got like a kajillion miles to use. So let's get on to something a little more boring, shall we? The Boring Company has decided to bid on a project to connect the airport in Texas to downtown. It's really not that far. It's a pretty good, not too ridiculous shot. And of course, being Tesla, they said, "Oh, you know what? We should also throw in a little jump over to Giga Texas." And it's like, well, you really think that many people are going from the airport to Giga Texas? I know one guy who probably would. Yeah, maybe. More importantly, though, this is a great way to connect anyone in the city with a building that is going to have a lot of great jobs. So that would be pretty wild. So let's take a look at the area. We can make this bigger, I bet. Nope, that's as big as it needs to be. So here is Giga Texas, and they own all this land and a lot of this land over to here. So this stretch, wherever they would put it, they'd probably put the terminal, I don't know, over here maybe, or even over at this corner, I don't know. But they could get real close to the airport just by skirting their own property, which would reduce the cost, of course, and maybe jumping over right here. That's a very short extension. And then to downtown, what path would they take? I don't know. I would guess maybe up along the freeway, through the park, and boom, you're in town. So it's really not a long system that they need. It's pretty short. And I think that would be a huge boon to the local economy. I don't know. And I think it would be pretty wonderful. And again, if you're a competitor, and I can't imagine there's many competitors in the tunneling space, you should be worried. You should be worried. And on the Boring Tunnel, Jeff Roberts, awesome Jeff Roberts, I just pointed to something you can't see, Jeff Roberts, has been adding coverage of the boring projects, of the factories, of the places where the stuff do be built. So that's a pretty cool. Yeah. I would, as a competitor, because again, a very small industry, I'd be worried. Tesla turns Gigafactory Shanghai into its new export hub. Now you could say that domestic demand is flagging, and maybe that's true, but it kind of doesn't matter because you can make this into a vehicle export hub and ship cars, not all over the world, but mostly. So Tesla has filed to produce 5 more versions of the Model Y, and they're not big differences. They're, like a rear-wheel drive version. Great. So this can meet more consumers at their price point. And that should worry your competitors, especially if you're Volkswagen. Their ID4, 3, whichever one they're trying desperately to sell in China, isn't selling as strongly as they had hoped. And having more options available, more configurations, is going to increase demand. So along those lines, Rob Maurer from Tesla Daily, no relation, went ahead and he's showing the production figures. I used the wholesale sales. Well, whatever. It's about the same. The wholesale sales, 33,000, 33-ish thousand. So I went ahead and got crunchy with it. 3-month average, 33,195. That's 1,000 units a day. That's 45 cars an hour rolling out of the factory. Now they've got a nameplate capacity of 500,000. It may be higher than that with the newer additions to the building, but that means they're still only at 80% of capacity. And remember, in 2019, Tesla only produced 365,000 cars. So this year, there's a very strong possibility that Giga Shanghai alone will produce more than all of Tesla did 2 years ago, which is, yes. So yeah, remember, we're about to jump right into the live stream. I would love it if you join me there. If you've got questions or concerns or comments or thoughts or brilliance you just need to share, that's going to be a good place to do it. And I've got a bunch more news stories that I'm going to cover over there that just kind of didn't fit here. So yeah. And also an update on the road trip footage. It is, I'm going to be publishing a lot more of it on Patreon. So if you're a patron, if you're a patron, you can get in on that action. That was great. So yeah, thanks to my patrons. Yang Liu is new, and so is BMG Baby. And I think I already said welcome to Cole, but just in case I didn't, welcome Cole. All you guys, appreciate your help. Appreciate it so gosh darn much. And I'll see you in the live stream starting now.